So, welcome back to the lecture video sessions on the numerical problems and solutions on DC motors in basic electrical engineering. So, let us see problem number 3 now. Okay, the field current in a DC shunt motor is 2 amps. So, the field current in a DC shunt motor is 2 amps. So, ISH is equal to 2 amps they have given. So, shunt field current is 2 amps. Field current is 2 amps and the line current is 20 amps. So the line current IL is equal to 20 amps at 200 volt. So terminal voltage is 200 volt, means supply voltage is 200 volt. Calculate the back EMF. So you had to calculate back EMF and the torque developed when the speed is 1500 rpm. So torque developed I have to calculate when the speed is 1500 rpm. So speed they have given 1500 rpm. Here in this problem the data is insufficient. Why? Because to calculate back EMF I need armature resistance. EB is equal to V minus IARA formula I have to apply. For that or otherwise another formula for EB is equal to 5ZNP divided by 60A. So 5ZNP, so no data is given on 5Z, all those things. If those data is not there, another way of finding EB is equal to V minus IRA. V they have given 200 volts. IA we have to calculate. Okay, how we can calculate? They have given the line current 20. IL is equal to IA plus ISH. So IA is equal to IL minus ISH. IA is equal to IL minus ISH. To calculate ISH, V by RSH. RSH and RA is missing here. RA and RSH is not given in this problem. So this data is insufficient. Let us assume some value. RA is equal to 1 ohm. RSH is equal to 100 ohms and we shall solve the problem. Okay, so and also instead of for your problem more than shunt motor, separately excited motor problems are also asked. That is there in the syllabus. Let us take this as separately excited. Okay, so how separately this, instead of shunt motor I am taking this as separately excited. We have already discussed two problems on the shunt motor. A similar type of problem also this is. You can solve this if you take this as a shunt motor. You solve it by taking RA is equal to 1 ohm and RSH is equal to 100 ohm. Okay, now I will solve taking this as separately excited instead of shunt motor. So how a separately excited DC motor circuit representation look like? It will be like this only. So this is the field circuit and this is the field voltage. Okay, so Z. Okay, this is RF and this is IF. Okay, and this is armature circuit. Armature circuit is M is equal to AA. Okay, AA, and this is IA and this is V, the VA, armature voltage. So this is RA and this is the back EMF generated EB. This is how a separately excited DC motor look like. So if you take this, IL is equal to 20 amps they have given, the line current. In case of shunt motor, IL is equal to 20 amps flows here and it divides at this node. At this node, part of the current will go to armature and part of the current will go to shunt field winding. But here it will not happen like this in separately excited. The line current itself is the field current. Line current itself is the armature current. Line current itself is armature current. So IL is equal to IA is equal to 20 amps. Okay. Next, what else they have given? V is equal to 200 volt. So VA is equal to 200 volts, but in this problem they have, assuming this as a shunt motor, they have given 200 volt as the terminal voltage or the supply voltage, armature voltage. But if I take separately excited, then they have to give the field voltage also. The data field voltage will be is equal to 220 volt, like that. Let me take the field voltage is equal to 220 volt. Okay, Vf is equal to 220 volts, say for example, and Va is equal to 200 volts they have given. Okay, this is field voltage and this is armature voltage. It is separately excited, both supplies will be separate. Okay, and also they have given Ra is equal to 1 ohm and RSH is equal to 100 ohm. RSH is equal to 100 ohm. Right. So what else we had to calculate? I had to calculate back EMF generated and torque developed. I had to calculate. So let me calculate back EMF generated. Back EMF is equal to EB is equal to VA minus IA RA, right? VA minus IA RA, actually minus BCD, brush contact resistance drop, we had to consider. But in the statement of the problem, drop per brush is not given, brush drop, so you neglect. If they have given brush contact resistance drop, then you have to consider and you have to substitute to this formula. Otherwise, just VA minus IA RA. Okay, so EB is equal to, what is VA voltage? VA is equal to 200 volts. Okay, minus what is IA? IA is equal to 20 amps. IA is equal to 20 amps into RA. RA is equal to 1 ohm. RA is equal to 1 ohm. So what is EB in case of separately excited DC motor? 200 minus 20 is 180 volts is the EB value. So first part of the problem is solved. Next part of the problem is TA. What is TA? TA is equal to TA is equal to 1 by 2 pi into 5 ZIA into P by A, right? Into Newton meter. Or we have another formula, P is equal to omega into TA. So TA is equal to P by omega. P by omega, right? So TA is equal to, in place of P, what I can write? This P is the mechanical power output, right? So electrical equivalent of mechanical power output is given by EB into IA, product of back EMF and armature current, right? Divided by omega. Omega is 2 pi n divided by 60, right? 2 pi n divided by 60. So what is this? So what is back EMF? Back EMF we have calculated is 180 into, what is the armature current? Armature current is 20 amps. Armature current is 20 amps. 20 amps divided by 2 pi n. 2 into 3.142 into n. What is the speed? Speed when the speed is 1500 rpm. You have to calculate the torque developed when the speed is 1500 rpm. So speed is equal to 1500 rpm divided by 60. So this will come around, if you calculate, then you will get 22.91 Newton meter. So this is the torque developed when the speed is 1500 rpm. So here in this problem, though it is given shunt motor, I have taken separately excited DC motor, because in your BL syllabus, revised BL syllabus, the problem prescribed is on separately excited and shunt also. So I have to show 1 or 2 problems on separately excited also. So instead of shunt, I have taken separately excited DC motor. Okay, next we shall solve problem number 4. So problem number 4, fourth problem, a 440 volt DC shunt motor. So they have given 440 volt DC shunt motor takes an armature current of 20 amps. So they have given directly the armature current, not line current. Okay, 20 amps. If they have given line current, then you have to apply the formula IL is equal to IA plus ISH. So IA is equal to IL minus ISH. So they have given directly armature current. So IA is equal to 20 amps and runs at 500 rpm. So it runs at 500 rpm. So N is equal to 500 rpm. The armature resistance is 0.6 ohm. Armature resistance is 0.6 ohm. So RA is equal to 0.6 ohm. 0.6 ohms. Next, if the flux is reduced by 30%. So let me say the flux for IA 20 amps is equal to 5. Okay, let me mark this as phi 1, IA1. For corresponding to IA1, phi 1 is equal to 5. Okay, if the flux is reduced by 30%, so phi 2 is 5 minus 30% of 5, so 0.35, right now. So 30% of the actual flux is reduced means minus, increased means plus. So phi 2 is equal to 1 minus 0.3 is 0.7. 70% of the total flux will be there. Okay, is reduced by 30% and torque is increased by 40%. Torque is increased by 40%. So let me take torque 1 T1 is equal to TA. Okay, T2 is equal to increased by 40%, TA plus 0.4 times TA. So T2 is equal to 1.4 times TA, right? Yes. So 1.4 TA, T2 is increased by 40%. What are the new values of armature current and speed? What are the new values of armature current and speed? So N2 is question mark. Okay, this is N1. N2 is question mark and IA2 is question mark. What is the new values of armature current and speed is question mark. So to calculate N2, we have one formula. So in a shunt motor, N is directly proportional to EB by phi, right? But in shunt motor, the flux is constant. But so N is directly proportional to, we have this formula, right? I have written first for N is equal to EB into 60 into A divided by phi ZP. 60 is constant, A number of parallel paths is constant, number of poles is constant, number of conductor is constant. Only the variable is EB divided by phi. So N is directly proportional to EB by phi. So EB by phi. So but in shunt motor flux is constant, but now I am manually controlling the flux by using an external rheostat. So phi is to be taken into consideration because I am varying flux manually. So N2 by N1 is equal to EB2 divided by EB1. Okay, EB2 divided by EB1 is equal to phi 1 divided by phi 2. Right or wrong? Yes, phi 1 divided by phi 2. So N2 I have to calculate, right? N2 is question mark. What are the new values of speed? So N2 is question mark. N1 I know. N1 is 500 rpm. 500 into what is the value of new values of EB2? So EB2 value is question mark again. Okay, EB2 by EB1. EB2 and EB1 both I have to calculate. What is the value of phi 1? Phi 1 is 5. What is the value of phi 2? Phi 2 is 0.75. 0.75. Phi get cancels. 1 divided by 0.7. The unknowns are EB2 and EB1. Let me calculate EB2 and EB1. Okay, EB2 is equal to V minus IA to RA, right? IA to RA. What is EB1? EB1 is equal to V minus IA1 RA, right? Yes, let me calculate first EB1. EB1 is equal to, what is the value of V? Back EMF generated, V is equal to 440 volts. So 440 minus IA1. IA1 value is what? IA1 value is 20 amps. 20 amps into what is the value of RA? RA is equal to 0.6. So 0.6. Okay. So EB1 is equal to 428 volts. 428 volts. Okay, but to calculate EB2 I had to calculate IA2. IA2 is question mark again. IA2 I had to calculate. In the problem itself they have given IA2 I have to calculate, but IA2 I don't have. So to calculate IA2 I have another formula, that is torque is directly proportional to, what is the formula for torque? Torque is equal to 1 by 2 pi into phi into Z into IA into P by A. 1 by 2 pi is constant, phi is variable. Because though phi is constant in shunt motor, I am manually varying it, so phi is variable for this problem, for this particular problem. Z is not variable, it's a constant. IA is variable, P by A is constant. So TA is directly proportional to phi into IA, right? Yes. Now TA2 by TA1 is what? TA2 by TA1 is equal to phi 2 by phi 1 into IA2 by IA1, right? Yes. IA2 by IA1. So what is TA2? TA2 is equal to 1.4 times 40% increased, 1.4 times of the previous value, that is 1.4 TA. 1.4 TA. What is TA1? TA1 is equal to TA. What is phi 2? Phi 2 is equal to 0.7 times phi. Phi 2 is equal to 0.7 times phi divided by, what is phi 1? Phi 1 is 5. Okay, phi 1 is 5 into IA2 by IA1. IA2 is question mark. Okay, IA2 divided by IA1. IA1 is equal to, IA1 value is how much? 20 amps. 20 amps. So 5 get cancelled, TA get cancels. So IA2 is equal to, okay, 1.4 divided by okay, 1.4 into 20 divided by 0.7, right? 0.7. So IA2 value is equal to 40 amps. Okay, 40 amps. So this is the answer. The new values, what is the new value? What are the new values of armature current and speed? So this part of the problem is solved. What is the new value of the armature current? That is 40 amps. 40 amps. This is the new value of the armature current when the torque is increased by 40% and flux is decreased by 30%. If you decrease the flux by 30% so that the torque is increased to 40%, the new value of the current is 40 amps. What is the new value of the speed? I have to calculate. So for that I have to calculate EB2 also. EB2 is equal to 440 minus IA2 is how much? 440 minus IA2 is 40 amps into, what is RA value? RA value is 0.6 ohms. So EB2 value is equal to 416 volts. 416 volts. Let us go back to the formula. This one, new value of speed N2 is equal to 500 into So N2 is equal to 500 into EB2 by EB1, right? EB2 is 416 divided by EB1 is 428 into 1 divided by 0.7, 1 divided by 0.7, right? 1 divided by 0.7. Now if you do this, then you will get 694.25 rpm. Okay, this is the new value of the speed. Okay, new value of the speed when the flux is decreased by 30%, and so that the torque is increased by 40%. So this is a typical problem and difficult problem. So you need to use some initial logics as in this, and you have to use this formula and this formula. Okay, if you use these two formula, it is easy. And also you have to calculate EB2 and EB1 also. So this completes problem number 4. Okay, let us go to problem number 5 in the next problem, next class. Sorry, next problem in the next class, in the next video.